understand. Hotel room scale on the desk, counting every ounce I've kept. Airplane windows, dawn and dusk, dreaming about the next big chest. Desert markets, ocean ports, whispers in a hidden court. Map lines, red ink, folded corners, X mark secrets in the borders. I'm a golden and silver stacker on the run. Circling the globe till the treasure's done. You should subscribe. Join the crustacean nation. Yeah, free silver, free gold for the whole foundation. Golden and silver stacker, never alone. Never, every dream turning into stone. You should subscribe. Join the crustacean nation. Free silver and gold for old ship bell in a coastal town, a rusty safe getting dragged out now. Ancient coins in a dusty tray, shine 'em up, watch the years fall away. Border trains through the midnight haze, customs line keep the nerves in place. Secret pockets sewn inside my coat, every bar another.
Who's ready? Mic check 1 2 3 4. Am I loud? Am I clear? Who's ready? They said we were crazy. They said gold and silver were through and a thing of the past. Look at us now. Silver's climbing. Over $90 an ounce. Smash that like if you're ready. Let's go.
From Tokyo nights to Rio sun, from Arctic ice to island drums, every stamp on my page, another drop in the way. Silver stackers,
Who's ready?
voices rise like a tidal wall.
Let's go. Guys, there's so much breaking news this morning. I'm trying to get it all ready for you. There's so much breaking news. We got Article 16 violations. Silver's running crazy. I'm trying to get it all done right now. If you're ready for the stream, smash the like button. Share the stream. We're about to break it all down for you guys here live. Help you read the tea leaves.
Here to say, shiny vibes coming your way. Silver shines, gold's the glow. Stack it high, watch it grow. Giveaways for all, feel the thrill. International stacker chasing that mill.
Let's go.
Coins and bars, rare to find. Treasure hunting, one of a kind. Join the crew, let's explore. Stack up wealth and so much more. Chasing that
This is Chasing That Mill, M-I-L-L, Mill. Come on.
Silver shines, gold's the glow.
Let's go. Who's stacking?
Watch it grow.
Who's stacking? Let's go.
Feel the thrill. International stack 'em that mill. So hit that
Yes.
join the quest. Riches await. You're the best international stacker. Stacking strong. Silver, gold, where you belong. Chasing that mill. So hit that sub, join the quest, riches await.
Let's go.
You're the best international stacker, stacking strong, silver, gold, where you belong.
Let's get it.
Chasing that mill. Chasing that mill. Crabs
Here we go.
side to side, ocean waves where dreams collide.
Let's go.
Claws are up, the beat we chase, treasure gleaming, golden space. Get your claws up, don't delay.
Who's ready?
Join the party night and day.
Get your claws up.
And silver is the key.
Let's go.
Nation, dance with me.
Let's get it.
Gold and silver, who wants it all? Are you ready for the mega gaw? We're the crew, the Shell Brigade. Treasures found, the music's played. Get your claws up.
1 minute, 20-second warning. Top off your coffees. Get ready. We're going to cover the market open. We're going to cover the breaking news. And boy, is there a ton of breaking news. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go. Smash that like button if you're ready. Share the stream.
Nation, dance with me.
Let's get it.
Tidal rhythms in the sand. Shiny
If you like this music, you can have a party anytime. It's on Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes, YouTube Music, Amazon Music. It's everywhere. Just search International Stackers, the artist. Let's go.
your claws up.
Yes.
In the sky,
Uh-huh.
international stacker. He's our guide.
Let's go.
And silver
Ladies and gentlemen, who's ready? 30-second warning. 30-second warning. Let's get it. Okay, do you guys want the little kid intro or the old school? Let me know right now. Little kid or old school intro. Let me know right now.
dance with me. Dance with me. Dance with me.
Here we go. Here we go.
One stacker on a journey to find silver. International stacker.
What is up, ladies and gentlemen? The name is International Stacker, coming to you live from Key West, Florida, where I'm closer to Cuba than a Walmart. Where are you at in the world, or what are you sipping on? I'm sipping on Mrs. International Stacker coffee, over 1,900 videos around the world. And when I say around the world, I mean it. This video right here was in the Czech Republic. This is at the Florida Fun Show. This video right here was in Poland. This one was in Poland. We travel everywhere. And guys, you wouldn't be streaming on live on YouTube unless something broke. So my music system broke this morning. I have a workaround, but the question is the music perfect or is it too loud? Let me know right now in chat. Is the music perfect or is it too loud? I think it might be a little loud. I'm going to lower it a little bit there. And ladies and gentlemen, we have a lot of late breaking news this morning going on. I'm going to break it all down for you. But real quick, a quick update of what happened overnight. I did live stream last night the State of the Union. And the whole point of that was try to see how silver could be affected, how gold could be affected in the speech. So that was a non-political stream. That was merely to see what was said about silver. So I'm going to review that, things that came out of that speech that could be bullish for silver and gold. But last night, we had this gap down right after the market reopened. Remember, every day, 5 to 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the Comex takes a 1-hour break. And after that break, it gapped down. As the speech started, we got this first run. Then we moved sideways. We got a second run. And then after the speech, kind of just crab walk sideways. But then overnight, whoa, we went all the way up to $91.25 on silver. Currently crab walking, trading sideways at $90.58. So ladies and gentlemen, we are back over 90. And many of you thought we'd be at 90 by the end of the stream. We almost got there. It was a late night. It was a late night, but here we are at 90.67 now on a green candle, and the market is just now starting to wake up and open and trade in New York, in Chicago. But remember, in 15 minutes is the danger zone, 8:15 a.m. to 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time every morning is what we call the danger zone. That's traditionally where the bankers attack. So we're going to be watching there. Let's look at silver futures. Silver futures is up there, 91.12, guys. So we are in contango. We are not in backwardation. Contango is just normal market dynamics. So right now the futures is, what is that, 50, 60 cents, something like that ahead of where we're at right now. So we're going to keep an eye on that. And breaking news. I've got live footage coming in right now from the Comex. I'm piping it in. Poor Mortimer, the bankers are panicking. And ladies and gentlemen, we're starting to get a BGC here. Big green candle. We're up to 90.78. Here we go. Our next target is 90.87. We're about to take it out. Here we go. We just kissed it. This is a BGC. Channel members, help me out if you agree. And we are pushing hard right now, $90.80 silver. And it did actually, let me see here. It did kiss that. We'll wait for it to do it one more time, but we're about to take out the target of 90.87 on silver. Wow. And gold is not far behind it. We had a similar climb here. Look at that stairway to heaven formation we're seeing there. We had a reverse DTB here. Look at that, channel members. We hit a high overnight of $5,211.08 on gold. And now we're at $5,184.01 on a green candle as well. Hopping back over here to silver. It really wants to take out our first target, so we're going to keep an eye on that. The belle of the ball. The big kahuna last night. The Shanghai Futures Exchange. Look at multiple gaps. Look at that. Gap. But last night, overnight, which was their day trading session, it hit a high of $104.28. It closed at 102.95. And ladies and gentlemen, we're going to start to see this trade here. And I think in about 13 minutes, we're going to see this chart start to move. So I've got a question for you in chat. Are you team green or are you team red? Do you think we're gapping up or do you think we're gapping down when it's going to open? Let me know right now in chat. And we're going to watch that live together. One crustacean nation. So that's going to be awesome. Gold to silver ratio, guys, is plummeting. Yesterday, we were fighting to stay below 60. Now we're at 57.14 ounces of silver to every ounce of gold. So, ladies and gentlemen, gold to silver ratio is closing. We're going to keep watching all of this. But I've got some really breaking news here I want to cover on X. But here we go. We just took out our next target on silver. Buckle up. We just took out our next target on silver, which was 90.87. We're currently at 90.90. We are just 10 cents off from the next target here. We're going to make that 91. Here we go. Buckle up, ladies and gentlemen. Gold is kind of doing its thing, but silver's really pushing here. All eyes on silver. Then I'm going to cover some breaking news. Then after the breaking news, you can ask your questions. So get your questions in your head, maybe save it in a Word document, get it typed up. Make sure you tag at International Stacker before you do it. We're not to the question session yet, but we will be, and I'll answer all of them to the best of my ability. As silver pushes here, 90.90. Wow, that is a BGC if I've ever seen one. So we're going to keep watching that, but I have a few important points of news here to break down for you guys. Make sure you follow me on X, formerly known as Twitter, at INTL Stacker. International, unfortunately, wouldn't fit, but this is the verified, so that's how you know it's me. So make sure to follow me on there if you want to stay up on the news, even when we're off. But look at this. Breaking news. This just came out this morning. The Shanghai Futures Exchange drops the hammer again. Just back open after the holiday, and the Shanghai Futures Exchange already suspends 2 more groups of accounts for Article 16 violations. Article 16, a violation. Not sure what it is, but it's something to do with abnormal trading and manipulation. It sounds pretty dang serious. If I got something contacted by someone and they're like, yeah, you have an Article 16 violation, I'm like, ooh, I am definitely in trouble. And someone in chat saying Shanghai is already open. You have to pay an extra to get the instant data without the 15-minute delay. The D besides the name ticker. Well, I did pay extra and I signed an agreement. So I'll look into that. Thank you for that information, Jordan. I'll look into that. Okay, so Article 16 violation, February total. The February total. Now 25 groups suspended by China. 0 tolerance in China. Imagine if the Comex actually enforced like this instead of letting paper raids run wild. Imagine if the Comex actually did their job, guys. Imagine. Heavy manipulation at open today. Shorts getting desperate. Physical squeeze accelerating. I did want to shout out Just Dario. He did put this out this morning. So there it is right there if you can read Mandarin. And the question is, who's stacking harder watching this unfold? Who's stacking right now? Who's still adding to your position? So that's the first piece of important news there. The second piece of important news here is gold bugs a symbol. Where you at? Rashad's one of our favorite technical analysts on this channel, and he is calling for a breakout. Slow grind to all-time high retest, then acceleration, parabolic $7,000 to $8,000 gold. Gold's ripping right now at 51.84 when I posted this. And look now, guys, I just posted that, and it's already 51.87. So it is ripping. 51.84 right now. Do you agree that this is the big one incoming, or do you think it's going to still take some time? What do you guys think? But we do love Rashad. Here is his chart, and this is the price action he thinks we're going to be at in a couple weeks. So ultimately, his target's 7,000 to 8,000, but he thinks in a couple weeks we could be up to 5,700. Put 5,700 in chat if you agree with Rashad. And then another piece of news here. Breaking, silver is exploding in China while the West sleeps. The Shanghai Futures Exchange just hit $104 an ounce. That's a massive $10 to $15 premium over the Comex, $90 to $91. Do you hear that sucking sound? It's physical silver getting vacuumed eastward. China locking it down with new rules, draining Western vaults faster than ever. Arbitrage accelerating. Squeeze tightening. Who's stacking harder? And then one more piece of news here. This is a big one. The Comex just rolled another 14,000 contract silver forward. March expiry clock is ticking. Only days left. May 2026 is already exploding with over 70,000 contracts. It's 350 million ounces equivalent. Outstanding still over 114 million ounces of paper promises. Registered in vaults is down to 88 million, the lowest in history. Paper is beating physical. Or physical is actually beating paper by a mile. The demand for physical is far greater than we could ever know, and even more so than we're seeing by the paper. Will they roll it all in time, or will they face the real squeeze? Look at this chart I snipped this morning. So they still have outstanding more ounces than they have in the vault. And look at this. May's shaping up to be an insane month. So I don't know what's going to happen in May. I don't know what's going to happen this month. What do you guys think? Do they default or do they kick the can? Let me know in the comments below. And I said here, what do you think? Will the inverse head and shoulders finally pop the red line? And this is in reference to Just Dario saying, for future reference, I marked this chart at the moment when the CME March 2026 silver futures entered the settlement window. Let's see how long the bullion banks take, and we'll be able to keep the lid on it. So this is the inverse head and shoulders. Remember, this is the left shoulder. This is the head. This is the right shoulder. The right shoulder must be higher than the left, and it appears to be. And we've been kind of crab walking, grinding sideways. This is the settlement window. So what Just Dario was thinking, or what he was suggesting, is once we get past that settlement window, is that when the inverse head and shoulders is going to take off? Or is it going to take off before? Ladies and gentlemen, it may take off before, because right now we're on a red candle with silver, at $90.89. And we're going to see the Shanghai price, which closed at 102.95, start to move here in just 6 minutes. 6 minutes, we're going to start to see this thing move here. So more to come, but it hit a all-time high or all-time daily high last night of $104.28. Gold's trading up right now. We just took out our next target in gold. Here we go. $5,189.62. Boom goes the dynamite as we climb higher with gold here. Our next target is now $5,194.38. Ladies and gentlemen, are we imminently going to be over 5,200? Do you think that's coming imminently? Put 5-2 in chat right now. And there's something we do on this channel that some scientists say works 90% of the time, every time, to turn a red candle green or a green candle to a BGC. Ladies and gentlemen, you taught me it on a live stream in Boca Raton, Florida, the baby gator.
Okay, I'm going to try to do the baby gator noise. Here we go. How do you do the baby gator noise? Yeah. I don't know. Whoa, whoa, what was that? It was a giant lizard just jumped. That thing was massive. I thought I actually summoned an alligator for a second there.
I thought I was going to be like Chubbs on Happy Gilmore with a nub, and that candle ended, but now the candle's green. Ladies and gentlemen, it appears the baby gator is working. It's science. Okay, I wanted to go over a quick one from last night. So I do a ton of research, guys. Every day, hours a day, I'm reading articles, I'm looking at data, I'm listening to politicians, I'm looking at business deals, trying to get the information you all need to make the best decisions you can. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just some dude on the internet with crabs. And last night I was watching the State of the Union, and I was watching it anyway. I'm like, you know what? Some of the chat might be interested in this. Some of the Crustacean Nation might be. So I streamed it last night, and I gave some commentary. I gave you guys what we were watching for. So that's what I just do by myself. So you guys did it with me, and it was kind of fun hanging out with y'all. So here's what we were looking for last night. And again, it was not a political stream. I do not cover politics on this channel. I try to walk the line so you guys don't know what my political leaning is. The one thing that brings us all together is gold and silver and preparing our families for the future. That's what the Crustacean Nation's all about. Politics divide. I'm not about that, right? So thank you for keeping the chat respectful last night. We did pretty good. But what last night's stream was an analysis with the gold and silver lens and how it can affect us. So here's what we were looking for last night. We were looking for critical minerals, price floors, mentions of mining, mentions of red tape being cut. We were looking for mentions of silver, mentions of gold, mentions of infrastructure, nuclear power. We're looking for mentions of weapons and warfare because silver is desperately needed for that. We're looking for mentions of Iran because of the tensions with Iran. We're looking for Mexico. So why Iran? I'll tell you why Iran. The Strait of Hormuz. 30% of the world's oil passes through here a day. If something pops off, that's going to get cut. We could see weapons flying, and that's a lot of silver usage. Doesn't mean we want it to happen, but I'm watching for things to happen. So that's one reason why I was watching for Iran. And we were watching for mentions on Mexico. Remember, Mexico produces 25% of the world's silver. The United States imports 40 to 50% of the silver we use every year comes from Mexico. So that's a big deal. So those were the things we were looking for. Here's what he actually said. Some of them are kind of just funny. That could, we're like, it's gold and silver. We did on the stream. But the first thing he talked about, he did mention gold. He mentioned the golden age. So although it wasn't gold, the golden age, what does that mean? I don't know. So he mentioned the golden age. The hockey team, men's hockey team was there, and he mentioned their gold medals. And the disgusting thing about that is gold medals nowadays are only like 1% gold on top of 925 silver. Back in the day, they used to be 100% gold. 100%. Now, 1%. Total ripoff. And someone actually said in chat that the Canadians, on purpose, threw the hockey game because they wanted the pure silver medals. I thought that was a funny comment. But shout out to the Canadians in chat. That was a crazy game in overtime. Wow. And that's probably you're probably going to beat us for the next 50 years, so just let us bask in the glory for a little bit. But that was a good game. Shout out to Canadians in chat. I know I got a lot of y'all here, and I'm going to come up there and visit you guys here hopefully soon. So he mentioned the gold medals, golden age. He did say stacked. Everyone loved that in chat. He mentioned lowering interest rates, which is extremely bullish for gold and silver. Mentioned inflation being down. Okay. Mentioned oil drilling. That could be bullish for silver. Mentioned using tariff revenue for no income tax. Mentioned, here's the most bullish thing I heard. He mentioned that he's approving for data centers to build their own power plants. Power plants need a bunch of copper. They need a bunch of silver. That means infrastructure is going to have to be redone. So that was pretty bullish. Power plants for data centers. So they'll build their own power plants and then feed back in the grid, so to speak. So that's the update from the State of the Union. And that's the type of stuff I do to get you guys the information you need so I can answer your questions. So we're going to go to a Q&A right now. So if you got a question, drop it in chat. Put at International Stacker in there. And guys, we're entering the danger zone. I almost missed it. We are in the danger zone, and that's every morning from 8:15 a.m. to 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's traditionally when the big bankers attack. So we have 2 red candles here. We are trending down, so we are in the danger zone. We're going to see what unfolds over the next 15 minutes. Silver's trading on a red candle at 90.74. Gold's trading at a red candle at 5,186. And the Shanghai Futures Exchange is open. We did not gap, but we're going higher. Shanghai now a BGC, big green candle. Team Green takes it. Ladies and gentlemen, it's at $103.11, and it is raging higher, 103.38. Wow. We're going to watch Shanghai for a little bit here while I answer questions. So make sure to tag me at International Stacker. And Brian S. in chat says, IS, do you think they will smash down on Friday like they did January 30th? They're going to try. They're going to try to slam it down. I'm certain of it. Here's why. One, the end of the month, they want the monthly candle to be red. It's the end of the week. They want the weekly candle to be red. This would be the first monthly candle they can make red in like 12 months. Is it 12 months? Look at this. If you ever start to get depressed about these little attacks, all you got to do on these charts is simply zoom out. So if you go to the 1 month, and someone taught me this, look, bang. Oh, I used to scroll. So for the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, out of the last 12 months, only one's been red. So they certainly want this monthly candle to be red. But more importantly, if we go to the weekly candle here, they definitely want this one to be red. So the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12 weeks here, 4 have been red. The last one was green. They definitely want this one not to be green, but they may lose that war. So are they going to try to attack it down? I think so. Those are just 2 reasons why I believe that. But also, too, you have the rolling over of open interest. You have the closing of markets. All these things occurring that they're definitely going to want to smash it down. Are they going to be successful? Maybe, but it's going to be hard if Shanghai is raging like this, 103.35. And guys, remember, I just covered, as soon as Shanghai opened back up, they just suspended 2 more accounts for abnormal trading behavior. They are dropping the hammer on the forces that be that are manipulating the Shanghai market. And remember, this bull market has been driven largely. A big factor influence in there has been the price action in China. So currently at 103.58, we're going to see how much higher it goes. And in chat, Mr. Bus Z Life says, are Canadian silver metals 999 fine? I don't think so. I'd have to look, but I'm guessing they're probably 925, honestly. It'd be nice if they're 999. Okay. The next question's coming in from Michi. Have you heard rumors of Swiss banks swapping their gold reserves for more silver? I have not. Michi, I'll try to look into that. That could just be a AI channel story, but I'll look into that. I've not heard that. And I do a lot of research. Dirt to Suck says, I need to see a live feed from the Comex. Ladies and gentlemen, the Comex is an absolute disarray. This is actual footage from the Comex this morning when I paid them a visit. That's actual footage. And ladies and gentlemen, the Comex is panicking right now as silver's pushing 103.58 in Shanghai. Wow, I've got live footage. I'm piping it in. Poor Mortimer. 2,000 people on the stream. We're at 399 likes. The next person to smash like is going to get good luck for 7 years. It's science. And we're on our first candle here of the danger zone. We are in a green candle here. So we're going to see if we can make it through this danger zone unscathed. And Kevin in chat is saying, did the president mention Mortimer? No, the president did not mention Mortimer. That's funny. Any word on Silver Dave? I have not seen an update from Silver Dave, but I'll check after the stream, AG. But things are opening back up there. Airports are opening back up. Buses are starting to move again. So I'm guessing Silver Dave and his crew will be able to get out of there soon. Oli Stacker, can you tell us why PSLV is a better option than SLV? PSLV is run by Eric Sprott. Is it Eric Sprott? Yeah, Eric Sprott. I like their reserve structure a little bit better. There's some stuff I like better, but let me do that later in a different segment. Again, I'm a real purist on getting your physical metals stacked to a place where you're happy. I did not mess around in the paper market with mining stocks, etc., until I got my physical stack to the place I want it. And even now, I'm still stacking physical, and in the paper market, I'm not in PSLV. I'm not in SLV. Okay, the closest thing is I'm in SILJ, and then I'm in a bunch of mining companies. That's what I'm in, right? If I was to choose between SLV and PSLV, it would definitely for me be PSLV. Come on. And that's all one Google search away. You could see the structure, how it breaks down, but I just don't trust. I don't trust SLV. I see it as a big banking institution. What a wild ride, dude, says Andrew Bluff. Now, guys, remember, I've been saying for a long time on this channel, I've been saying that you're going to have intestinal fortitude. Intestinal fortitude to make it through. The road's going to be long and full of terrors. We're going to get bumps. We're going to get bruises. Some of us are going to get broken bones. Not a financial advisor, just some dude on the internet with crabs. But I said those who had the intestinal fortitude to see the way through would reap the rewards and be dancing in the streets. And ladies and gentlemen, we are now back over 90. If when silver was headed down into the 60s just a couple weeks ago, and I said we'll be back in 90 in 3 weeks, would you have believed it? How many of you were depressed? How many of you are now energized, and how many of you are now unshaken? Okay, we're going down here to O House is saying a weekly is forming ahead. Nice. So let's go check that out. Weekly. Well, we need the first shoulder first. Maybe that's the shoulder, then a head's coming. I don't know. Okay. I think you're talking about inverse head and shoulders. Okay, going down to future motive. President Trump started talking about ending insider trading in Congress. Yeah, that was a big one. And both sides, during the whole speech last night, very few things got both sides standing. And surprisingly enough, that got both sides standing. But I think deep inside, all the politicians were panicking. They're like, we must stand and clap, but inside we're panicking. Because I don't care what y'all say. There's politicians in every single party out there that are corrupt, and somehow they go in there and they're worth $100 million in 4 years, right? Insider trading is the answer there. Stormy Wind saying, good morning, everyone, and International Stacker and friends. Good morning. Good to see you. Weekly candles making a large head and shoulders. Okay, so let's go back. That's O House saying that. Let's see if we can see it. I mean, maybe that's the left shoulder. Maybe we'll get a big, we don't want a head down here though. I'm not seeing it otherwise. Unless, no, I'm not seeing it, O House. And I don't want it to be one because that means there's a big head coming. I don't want it. Okay, we're zooming in here. Silver's currently trading at $90.78. We're almost to the last candle of the danger zone. We got 8 minutes left in the danger zone here. 8:15 to 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time every morning. That is the danger zone. Gold's on a green candle, 5,189, and Shanghai's on a red candle at 103.51. And I'm working my way through questions here, guys. I had some huge breaking news I broke at the beginning of this. If you want me to cover it again, put new in chat. And Stupid Stacking says a deal is a deal. 5 memberships coming your way. Thank you so much, Stupid Stacking. Nada saying, just saw a great theory that the cartel mayhem in Mexico is a psyop for U.S. to be in Mexico to take precious metals. Thoughts? No. El Mincho got killed. 70-something federales got killed. There was cars and stores on fire. I do not think that was a psyop. That actually happened. Could it be used for an excuse for something? Yeah, but on a lot of the AI channels now, they're saying the U.S. is going in to take all of Mexico's silver. Guys, that's just wild stories. I don't buy into that at all. I do look at it. I do hear and analyze everything, but that for me is wild. That's not a psyop. That was an actual operation, and people were unalived, unfortunately. AG Miner saying silver medals are 925 as 999 is too soft. It makes sense, AG Farmer. That's for the, we're talking about the medals for the Olympics there. And silver's got a BGC going on here, guys. We're in the danger zone. We're getting a BGC formed here. We're about to take our next target of $91 an ounce. And what could be some of the scenarios for silver price for February 2027 if Comex can't deliver? Well, Comex is actually getting close. I think they're going to be able to kick this can, guys. I know you don't want to hear that, but I think they're going to be able to kick this can. I did put this out this morning. Breaking, Comex just rolled another 14,000 silver contracts. March expiry clock ticking, only days left. May 2026 is exploding with over 70,000 contracts. It's 350 million physical ounces. Outstanding still 114, and they've got 88 in the vault. So they did this morning or last night. They rolled 14,000, so I think they're going to be able to do it, but they're setting themselves up for a big problem in May. Look at that. So we'll see what happens there, but I think they're going to be successful. We just took out the next target in silver. We just took out $91 an ounce in silver. So our next target in silver now is going to be 91.12. 91.12 here. Wow. Okay, let's keep going. I'm working through your questions. Rob in chat saying, man, I thought my work was a madhouse. Comex beats it hand down. Yeah, Comex is out of control. I love seeing Mortimer says dirt. How close do you believe the gold to silver ratio will be Friday if the Comex fails to meet obligations? I don't know. Anything's on the table. It could get wild, but we're trending down. We're at 57.11 to 1 right now. The price of silver would probably go through the roof if they actually couldn't deliver, but I think they're going to be able to kick that can. Weekly candle. I'm trying to work through all these comments, guys. These questions. And again, a big thank you to Stupid Stacking. Gifted 5 International Stacker memberships. Those went to Andrew. Those went to EM York. That went to Antigel. That went to Z Tatu. And that went to Remember ABC. Congratulations. Make sure you guys say thank you to Stupid Stacking. You are now channel members. Check out your new custom channel member emojis. And I do channel member only live streams here on YouTube in the War Room. What happens in the War Room stays in the War Room. Clothing is not optional. And I just lost all the rest of the questions. So if you've got a question I didn't answer, please put it in chat. Make sure you tag me at International Stacker. And I'm going to cover one more question, then break down 2 other news piece articles that's important for all of you. Designer Gas Club, thank you for being a channel member, says, my LCS said they were not trading buying anything with silver till April. What's the strategy to trade or sell if need? Go to another LCS. Go to somebody you know who's a stacker. Go to a refinery. There's many ways to sell, and you're a channel member, so if you get stuck, you just email me, Designer Gas Club, and I'll help you. internationalstacker@gmail.com. My wife is jealous. Forget Viola. I watch you twice a day. Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa.
What's the robot's name?
Viola.
Viola.
Ladies and gentlemen, she's different. That's Viola. She's in Poland. She's looking for a suitor. I'm glad you watched me twice a day. Thank you for coming. Okay, I want to cover 2 pieces of news for all the latecomers this morning. Please smash the like button. We're only 45 away from 600. I know we can certainly do that. But 2 big pieces of news is one, breaking, and I did cover this earlier, so bear with me, those who heard it, but it's important for everybody to know. Breaking, the Shanghai Futures Exchange drops the hammer again, just back open. They just reopened after the holiday, and already the Shanghai Futures Exchange suspends 2 more groups of accounts. Article 16 violations. Not quite sure what that is, but it sounds crazy. It's actually abnormal trading and manipulation. That's on top of 23 that already suspended, so 25 groups. I'm guessing JP Morgan Chase is probably in there somewhere. And this is the alert that went out, so they're on it. Imagine if the Comex actually did their job. So that was one big piece of news, and that was the other piece I just covered. So those were the 2 big pieces of news this morning. I'm sure there's many more. Let's see what you guys are saying to me here on X, previously known as Twitter. Uno momento. Charles, day of reckoning approaches. The Crime X prepares for its inevitable failure. I agree with you, but I think they're going to be able to kick the can, Charles. We'll see. Jeff Davis says they're going to come out unscathed. When you bring your own dice to the game, craps game, you always win. That is a good point, Jeff. I'm not of the camp that says they're always going to be able to kick the can down the road. They're not. We're at the lowest in history, 88 million. Things are cracking. Things are breaking. They're just trying to slow it down, and they're begging for a lifeline right now. And thank you so much, Bracken Family Live, for gifting a membership. That went to Paul Bowman. Paul, check out your new custom channel member emojis. And Paul, the next time we do a war room here, I'll see you in the war room. And yesterday, guys, I gave out some silver and gold on this channel. Last night, I did a general giveaway in the general chat, and then I did a members-only giveaway. Who won? If you want some silver or gold on my channel, put winner in chat. Let everyone see. I gave away over 100 ounces of silver in 2025. 800 1/2 Goldbacks in collaboration with Goldback. Thank you, Goldback. Gave away some other gold and copper. In 2026, I gave away 26 ounces, but now I just gave away 27, 28, 29. I think we're up to 29 ounces I've given away, and all you got to do is subscribe, turn on those notifications. And Recton X saying, let's go with the crabs. Thank you. Variable retweeting it out. About to go live. Thank you for the support, Variable. International Stacker, the look you make when you realize you should have bought the dip. The look you... So that's a Supreme Court justice from the State of the Union last night, but the look you make when you realize you should have bought the dip. AI Guy's video says London is at 160 an ounce. I don't know about that. I have to look into that, but I highly doubt that. Okay, I'll have to watch this. Thank you for that, MMI. I think we're caught up. Whoa, look at this. Variable saying fantastic live stream last night, King Crab. The most fun ever watching silver and gold prices along with geopolitical factors that affect the markets. Bravo. Look at these claws, these crabs holding the line. So a question for you guys. Oh, bankers still have some days to show their tricks. So true, Dick. Question for you guys. Were you at the live stream of the State of the Union last night? And if so, did you enjoy it? Did you enjoy it? Please let me know if I should do more stuff like that. Let me know. I was going to watch it anyway. I was like, well, I might as well hang out with some crustaceans. And ladies and gentlemen, we are officially out of the danger zone. Woo! Woo! NN Daystar says your fan base is pretty toxic towards Canadians. I didn't enjoy it at all. Well, sorry about that, NN Daystar. I don't think the fan base is toxic about Canadians. I think some folks were having fun with the Olympics. So sorry if you felt that way, but we love Canadians here. We love crustaceans all around the world here. That's the cool thing about this channel. We're actually pretty global here with our audience. Where are you at in the world? What are you sipping on? Let me know in chat. Okay. So we're at 90.92 right now on a green candle here on silver. Let's check the futures. 91.39. Okay, let's 91.39. Okay, I got to do something here. I got to go there. So we're going to change that. 91.39, and then this should be a next target. Sorry, I'm fixing this. Bam. We love Canadians. We got India in the house. We got Brazil in the house. We got the UK, Malaysia in the house. Canada for the win, says Sean47. One of my longest ever channel members, Sean47, is Canadian through and through. Please share your numbers from the stream. How successful was it? It was pretty successful. Had like 15,000 views. Had concurrent 18 to 1,900 people on the entire time. It was really successful. And I tried to keep it all center line and non-political, and I'm trying to let you guys see what I do and how I do it so you can do it on your own. You don't have to always depend on me. What if I croak? What if I have a little heart attack or something? I want you guys to also be self-sufficient. So I'm like, you know what? I'll stream it, hang out with some crabs. They can see how I approach things analytically. So, teach somebody to fish they can eat for a lifetime, right? So that's my goal on this channel, to help empower you guys to become analysts. Okay. Callie in chat saying, maybe not you specifically, but if you go on percentages, I say 70% said, oh, we now can be the 51st state. You will win, but don't demand after we join. I mean, people are just making fun and goading. Give it back to them. give it back to him. I don't know what to tell you. I'm sorry if people got, upset or felt like people in chat were going crazy. I always ask people to be respectful. I'm thinking around the Olympics, people are just pushing people back and forth. So push back, joke, have fun. And for those people, other people, just please be respectful. It's okay to have a little laugh and poke people and have fun, but let's not be mean or malicious. We are the crustacean nation after all, as gold is trading at 5,188. Look at that. And Shanghai Futures Exchange are at 103.66. So it sounds like we did good last night, though. It sounds like the complaints aren't political, which is what I was worried about. So I tried to keep it very apolitical, walk the line. So it sounds like just most of the people that were upset, maybe, was because of the goading back and forth. So remember, guys, not everyone jokes the same way you do. It's fun to crack a little joke, but don't go too crazy. Grok says you are the ultimate crustacean. Whoa, Psalm. Thank you for that. Let's go back here to X. Let's see what else is popping off here. Here we go again. The banksters managed to crush silver volatility yesterday, but not the price. That helped them to buy 24 hours of time. However, options markets makers are aware that things can go nuts in silver at any time, hence the massive demand to sell options. Look at that, the CVOL. This is the volatility index, is up 34. Almost at $124.50 there in Canada. Awesome. And guys, I am going to come up to Canada. And Aster says, this is seriously one of the best communities I've come across on YouTube. Thank you for that. The State of the Union felt like a nothing burger, but the potential was big, so it was worth the effort. Yeah, nothing really came of the speech that was overly that really moved the needle with me on much with gold and silver, but I wouldn't be doing my job unless I jumped in the weeds and figured stuff out for you guys, right? That's my job. So that's why I watched it. Thank you, Antique Supply, for becoming a channel member. Really appreciate it. Check out your new custom channel member emojis. So remember CVOL, that's the volatility index. So we're going to say, buckle up. Remember, the CVOL measures possible future wild moves in either direction. Up or down. This simply shows that the expectations are high for wild volatility. So that's what that means. So I'm going to put that out there. Buckle up. Remember, the CVOL measures possible future wild moves in either direction, up or down. This simply shows that expectations are high for wild volatility. People said $100 silver was unrealistic. What will they say when it hits 200? That is a good question. Such a good question. When do you guys think we hit it? When do you think we hit 200 an ounce? When do you guys think silver? What do you guys think? That's Bold Guy Money. He's a great creator. And Rashad here, one of our favorite technical analysts. Let's see what he's saying this morning here. As silver is pushing higher in a green candle, 90.90. We are just a little way away from 91. 9 cents away from 91. Gold's pushed on a green candle, 5,188. Our next target's 5,194. Shanghai's on a red candle, 103.58. Okay. Here we go. Spot silver continues to hold firmly above 90. Gold is flirting with 5,200. I think the next levels for precious metals are 5,300 for gold and triple digit for silver. Guys, we cannot hit $100 silver today. I have not gotten the new bottle of champagne yet. I've been procrastinating on it. I've just been staying in the crab nest working on stuff. I do not have a bottle of champagne. I do have a bottle of sparkling apple cider, though. But I'm going to have to get some champagne here pretty quick. After January 2026 spikes in silver, things have been pretty boring in February, says Rashad. I believe that March is going to be more positive month, but April explosive for precious metals sector. Still good time to accumulate mining shares. Window is still open, says Rashad. Look at this. $250 silver is that much. Isn't that much considering a 50-year suppression. After all, it has to double from January 2026 top or nearly triple from present price level. So that's Rashad. Let's go back to here. Look at this. POV, bankers' accounts being suspended by Shanghai violations, Article 16. Look at that. They are not pleased. They are not pleased. It's happening. London hits $100, $160. I have not heard that London is at $160 an ounce. I highly doubt that. I think that's probably just AI hype to get views and clicks, honestly. It'd be fun. It would be fun if London was 160. But that type of stuff just preys on you wanting it to be, right? Guys, we got 2,000 people on the stream. Thank you so much. Please smash that like button. Only 30 more until 700. And guys, we are currently at 65,114 subscribers. That means only 86 more subscribers till the next big show. We travel around the world on this channel. I don't only live stream charts and breaking geopolitical news. And evidently a civil war between Canada and the United States. No, be nice to each other. We love each other. We're all crustaceans. Not only do I do that, but I literally travel the world on gold and silver adventures, and it wasn't that long ago. I was at the Great Pyramids of Giza, and you all told me to get on a camel.
Take the camel, guys. Camel cam, guys. SHFE here.
The name Daisy.
Daisy the camel, guys. There you go. Oh, wow. Look at the 3 pyramids, guys.
That was a fun one. Oh, Daisy the camel. Currently, silver's at a red candle, 98.94. Gold's at a green candle, 5,191. Shanghai Futures Exchange on a red candle, 103.68. Someone's saying Trump quietly got Mexico to hand over 100 cartel leaders before the El Mincho raid. I know that El Mincho's, I think his son and like uncle or son and cousin, 2 people with El Mincho got caught before him and extradited to the U.S. That happened months ago. I do know that. Whew. Okay, Google is currently working with Excel Energy to build a 1.4 gigawatt wind power and 200 megawatt solar power power generation, says Tracy Croft. That's extremely bullish for silver. Lots of silver is used in solar panels. That's a big demand there. What's the chart analysis for silver? Chad's saying. Well, let's see. Let's zoom out a little bit. We're on the 5-minute chart here, and we are definitely trending upwards. We're moving nicely within this little trough after kind of falling off a cliff. And if we zoom out, we can see, at least in recent times, that this last little run here, higher highs and higher lows. So that's bullish, except for right there. So let's see what happens here. But again, this is the 5-minute chart. So not the best for longer term technical analysis, but I prefer this chart for live streams. There we go. Thank you so much, Midnight Matt, for the $2 super chat. Bottle of tequila for 200. I am not drinking a bottle of tequila live. That will be a train wreck. Why is deaf? Are your mods deleting comments? International Stacker having a problem with 100 mods. I'm looking back in the chat, the history right now. 0 comment. Here, let me show you. So for the person saying mods deleting comments, look, it would show me 0 comments deleted by mods. 0. There was a message retracted. 0 comments deleted by mods. It would show up right here. It would say deleted, and I could click it and view the comment. So the mods do a great job here. They don't censor a lot. If you're horribly spamming, they'll censor you. Look, retracted. So no, the mods are not deleting comments. Okay. Let's go back over to here. Let's see the late breaking news. Okay, Ball Guy Money is saying silver back up 25% in 2026. If it can clear that February 4th high, just over 92, we're looking back to go to 100 quickly. And yeah, That is the number, guys. 92 is a big number, so I'm going to turn this red. We need to get past 92. It's going to be a tough one. There's going to be a lot of resistance in here, but from 92 to 93, if we can move through there, the sky's the limit. Thank you so much, Sean Cross, for the super chat saying, I wish I could find a news outlet that covered politics the way you did last night. Leave political leanings out, just cover the news. Also, I'm considering becoming a member since you are full-time. Thank you so much, Sean Cross. Thank you for the super chat. I would love to have you as a member. You get cool emojis. And remember, channel members get access to the channel member-only live stream here in the War Room. What happens in the War Room stays in the War Room. But a big thank you to all the new members, all the super chats, all the gifted memberships. It does help me out immensely. This is my job now. For 5 months now, I've been full-time YouTube. So thank you so much to Cheryl for joining as a Diamond Claws. I missed that before. Whoa. Thank you to all the Diamond Claw members on chats. Thank you to Stupid Stacking for gifting those memberships. Thank you to Bracken Family Live for gifting the memberships. Thank you to Antique Supply for joining the Shell Brigade. Who's got Diamond Claws? And thank you, Midnight and Sean Cross, for the super chats. I really appreciate it. Really helps the channel. But you can support the channel without spending a single dime. All you got to do is smash the like button, but not like a BRC. Look at this big red candle on silver. It just got smashed to 90.53, but something tells me might as well call it Twisted Sister because it's not going to take it. Gold's at 5,187.53 on a green candle, and Shanghai Futures Exchange is kind of going sideways, crab walking here a little bit. Thank you so much, Silver Short Hair Stacker, for becoming a channel member. You are mega. Woo! Someone's saying London's at 93.80. Awesome. Guys, is it Baby Gator time? Baby Gator immediately? Okay, some scientists say this works 90% of the time, every time. The Baby Gator.
Okay, I'm going to try to do the Baby Gator noise. Here we go. How do you do the Baby Gator noise? Yeah. I don't know. Whoa! Whoa! What was that? It was a giant lizard just jumped. That thing was massive. I thought I actually summoned an alligator for a second there.
That thing did give me a heart attack. I've not had an adrenaline rush like that since the 80s Crystal Light Championship. And Brian McQuillan says it gets chilly in the War Room when the no pants rule is enforced. You must wear clothes in the War Room, Brian. Clothing is not optional. FLA Jose is saying, is this a Comex delivery situation similar to what happened Thanksgiving night? Also, cool that you got a shout out on Ron's Basement channel. Yeah, he read one of my tweets. That was cool. Similar to what happened Thanksgiving night? No. I'm not exactly sure what you're referring to about Thanksgiving night. I need to go back and look at the charts. That was like 1,000 years ago in the markets we've been in. But the one thing that's not different is we're at 88 million ounces registered. That's like the lowest in history, at least recent history. They still have millions outstanding. So it is quite different. The Comex, it's got a bunch of BRCs, big red candles going down as their supply plummets. And if you look here, they're setting themselves up. They're kicking the can. They're still up. They're still underwater. But look at May. May's becoming a mammoth as they roll more and more contracts. I guarantee you they're paying people high premiums to roll. And May right now is at 350 million ounces outstanding. But currently our registered vaults in the Comex are at 88 million, and they've got 114 left to cover. So do the math there. That's 90. That's 24. 5. That's 26 million that they're still short. So we'll see what happens there. As silver's on a green candle, 90.64. Oh, overheated server. Yeah. I think the Comex will definitely have some more shenanigans like that. Remember, that happened in the Comex, and then it happened in London like a couple weeks later. They had a server outage. You remember that? So definitely, yeah, we could see definitely more of that. Spot silver is back over 100 on the Shanghai Gold Exchange. That was Smart Silver Stacker. Smart Silver Stacker is great as well. He does some good technical analysis, so check him out. Gold successfully completed its retest and is now headed higher, says Rashad. Oh, look at this. Let's see. 627 million. Yeah, so let's go here to the Comex. Let's refresh this, make sure. So yesterday's volume. Now remember, we had multiple billion ounce days here. Multiple billion ounce days here. These were all billions. It was crazy. And then volume fell off a cliff. But yesterday it was ounce, 125,447 contracts, which if you do the math is 627 million paper ounces that traded just yesterday. Remember, we produce about 835 million ounces a day, or sorry, annually, not a day, annually in the world, and we consume more than 1.2 billion. And ladies and gentlemen, they're now estimating this year we're going to consume 1.3 billion. We hit peak mining in 2026. Every year since then has gone down 1 to 3%. The situation's getting worse, not better. That's why I'm so bullish. None of the fundamentals have changed. And here's Eric Young. He's very good. He's in China, and he has a lot of on-the-ground information. And look at him. I'm pretty sure there will be people asking me what to do when gold hits 8,000 and silver reaches $200 an ounce. If you believe there's no imminent USD liquidity crisis on the horizon, it might be smart to move to accumulate both right now if you don't already own. I like that tweet. Get ready for the rush of people when silver. Let's see what I say. Get ready for the rush of people when silver and gold move decisively higher. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll fix that. Don't worry, I'll fix it. Ladies and gentlemen, buckle up. I do think 8,000 gold is highly possible. I do think $200 an ounce silver is highly possible. Remember, the inflation adjusted high from 2008 is $208. Time frame, I don't know. We'll find out. Okay. And guys, it is currently 8:50 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's 40 minutes until the stock market opens. That's going to be the next big mover. It's going to be interesting to see how the stock market responds this morning. It could be pretty explosive. Do you want me to keep going until the stock market opens? Put keep going in chat. Let me know if you want me to keep going. And M4Man in chat saying Canada will never be the 51st state. We're not the same country, but we are family, different flags, shared values, not one nation, but brothers standing side by side. Yeah, guys, the whole 51st state thing was it was political grandstanding and trolling. I mean, you should know that. So that's not going to happen. But we do have our crustacean brothers and sisters up there in Canada, around the world. And that's the thing that makes this community so great. We're a truly international channel because the channel is International Stacker. I travel around the world, right? So it's so awesome that we have all these people from around the world that we can unify under one banner, and that's gold and silver. So that's something that I think is important and we should all cherish, that we all have the same goal, to prepare ourselves, prepare our families for what's to come, because all throughout history, they told you guys, they tell everyone to invest in this stuff, physical, paper, currency. And all throughout history, when it's not backed by physical gold or silver, at 100% of the time goes to zero. And as I plop down this big fat stack of Vietnam dong, I want to remind you, it got so bad in Zimbabwe, they went from $1 million notes. I gave some of these away last night. They went to $1 billion notes. I gave some of these away last night. And then they went to $1 trillion notes. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why we stack physical silver and physical gold. Okay. We have just broken a parallel consolidation channel. If you look at the 4-hour measured at 7, measure move is 7 to 9 as a technical analyst. So expect 97. Okay, let's look. So Miami's saying 4-hour chart. And we're going to fix this. And they're saying, we have just broken out of a parallel consolidation channel. Yeah, I see that. So we've been consolidating in here for a while. And I mean, it's somewhat parallel. So we've been kind of moving sideways. There we go. My lines aren't straight, but what Miami's saying is we're breaking out of the sideways crab walk. Let me translate this into crustacean talk. We've been crab walking for a while, and now we're starting to go higher. And because of that, Miami's saying that we're going to be moving to 97 plus. There we go. Yeah, there we go. I'm not the best artist. I don't draw the straightest lines, but I do know how to speak crabbish. How will the AI companies be affected by Trump saying they need to build their own power plants for data centers? I mean, it's going to be more of an investment for them, but they'll probably do better because they'll have more uptime, theoretically, and it can generate revenue because they can push power to neighborhoods and cities and power grids. That's why a lot of people don't want them. So it could make more jurisdictions friendly to data centers if they do that, because they could bring power. So I think it's bullish for data centers. It's a little bit more upfront cost, but it's more infrastructure, so it's bullish for gold, silver, copper. M4 man says 200 by year end. Do you guys think we'll beat a 200 by the year end? Put M4 in chat if you agree with M4. Portuguese is saying stock market crash, Hindenburg Omen indicator triggered for the 5th time this month. Whoa! The Hindenburg Omen does not sound good. Let's look that up. Let me copy and paste that because I don't dare try to spell that on live stream. Okay, let's see. The Hindenburg Omen is a proposed technical analyst pattern. Man, the white screen's killing me. Named after the Hindenburg disaster. You guys remember that? That's the Hindenburg. Blew up. Wasn't pretty. The pattern is a combination of technical factors that attempt to measure the health of the New York Stock Exchange, and as a result of the stock market in general, the goal of the indicator is to identify increased probability of a stock market crash. Okay, so now we know what it is. Let's see here. It compares a percentage of the new 52-week highs and lows to preset reference percentage. Okay. Here we go. Examples of the Hindenburg. Okay. Okay, we're armed with information now. Let's see if we can find a chart. Okay. I don't know. That's a rabbit hole I don't want to go down. We're on a green candle with silver. 90.56 on the Comex. Gold's 5,187 on a green candle. Shanghai Futures Exchange on a green candle, 103.64. Yes, crustaceans standing side by side. That is true. M4. Hindenburg Omen is a real thing. No, I agree with you. We just saw it's a real thing. I'm there. I agree with you. It's definitely real. Okay, let's go back to the news here. Okay. And guys, currently with silver at 102.90 on a red candle in Shanghai and a 90 in the US, 102.90. So that's a $12 premium. Wow. Now look for the Titanic conspiracy, says Jonathan. Philip East, good to see you, Philip. Thank you for donating that silver for the Mega guy. You are mega. People, chant Philip's name in chat. He donated some British silver. That was cool. Worries about data centers with their own power is Judgment Day, self-powered AI. Put it this way, the Hindenburg Omen indicator correctly predicted the 1987 and 2008 crashes. Whoa. Guys, remember, if there's a major stock market crash, everything goes down with it. Even gold and silver will go down with it initially, but then traditionally they'll start to move back up while everything else is going down as people flee. So if we see a huge sell-off in the market, that is normal to see gold and silver and everything react with it. So just keep that in mind if and when that happens so we don't panic. Don't panic. And ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. We are at 65,126 subscribers. 74 more subscribers to 65,200 in the next big show. Who's ready for it? And I missed it earlier, guys. I asked you a question. I didn't pay attention. Do you want me to keep going till the stock market opens? That's just in 31 minutes. Put keep going in chat if you want me to keep going. And Miami saying, morning, International Stacker Crustacean Nation. Nation, by the way, say hi to my team here from the Forex Education Trading Channel. All here to support you in the silver with your girl. Thank you, Miami, for coming. Is that your channel, the Forex Education Trading Channel? I have not checked it out, but I'll check it out. And I'll probably give it a subscription, so thank you. Thank you for the support, Miami. Let's check silver futures here. 91.12. We're still in contango. That's when the futures price is more expensive than the spot price. I'm going to have to put it up here so I don't lose it. There we go. Careful up here. There's no volume. One bank can smash it down 20%. Yeah. Volume is low. But we're going to see the volume pick up here in just 30 minutes. Can we make it the next 30 minutes with low volume? It's funny doing a broadcast on YouTube that also has terms like volume in it for trading, because a lot of times I'll see low volume or volume good, and I'm like, wait, are they talking about my audio volume or volume on the chart? $100 silver this week. Guys, what do you think? What do you think? Are we hitting it? What do you think? Are we popping champagne again this week? Honestly, I would love it to hit 100 this week, but I would also expect to see a smackdown this week. What do you guys think? They don't want us to finish the month or the week on a green candle, that's for sure. I think after this week, it's totally in the cards. I just think there's so much at play this week for settlements, open interest rollovers, weekly candle, monthly candle. I find it hard to believe they're not going to try to smash us. They're going to try to demoralize us before the end of the, close Friday. And then Daystar saying, well, I keep hearing the demand of physical delivery is in line with the structural deficit. Unless they flood the market with paper silver, a price hike seems inevitable. Yeah. Nice, Miami. That's awesome. Good question. Let's check the DXY. Currently, the dollar index is in an upward trend, but we'll see what happens when the market opens. Come on, Shanghai. Get us back over 104. We're at 103.25. Just crab walking. We're doing some consolidation nation. 90.36 on silver. They're definitely going to try to dump us under 90 here. Let's see if they can do it. Gold's at 5,186. You can do a couple commands in chat, Stumble Fish. You can do exclamation commands and exclamation games. And that should tell you how everything works. As long as that's working. Sometimes things break. Guys, do I need to cover the news again from this morning, or did all of you see that? Let me know. Hit the mute button before we catch a cold. That's funny, Psalms. May says Mrs. C. Crypto Man says never. It's funny. Eventually, yes, is Mr. Positivity. Okay. Ooh, someone's trying to duel me. Okay, Comex February gold deliveries rise to 3.67 million ounces. Comex gold delivery reports another 18 gold delivery notices Tuesday. Total gold deliveries this month hit 36,727 contracts. And remember, guys, a contract for silver on the Comex is 5,000 ounces of silver. A contract for gold is 100 ounces of gold. And Rashad said, I just realized that silver is up on the day better than 4%, and no one's really talking about it. Look at this. U.S. job openings data doesn't look great. When people ask me, what will happen to gold and silver when the recession starts? I tell them it's already started, but nobody can admit it. The recession is like a fart. Whoever smelt it dealt it. That's fun. That's a funny post. Be thankful for the silver crashes that give us bigger bases to move up into higher spaces. Guys, who bought on this last dip? Wait. Quote. Your drafted post will be discarded. Huh? I'm not sure what that meant. Who is thankful? Okay, I got distracted by that. Who is thankful? Okay, so who added during this previous pullback, and who wishes they added? They were waiting for it to go lower, and who had lost faith? Let me know in chat. What did you add? Variable bought the dip. The dude bought the dip. The Ambit lady bought the dip. Lewis brought some reckless metals. That's sick. Constitutional for T21 stacking. Scottsdale, man. I love Scottsdale. Always adding SLVR to the 401k, says Dang Time. Wish I bought more on the dip, says Victor. Who wishes they bought more? Who thought the dip was going to be more? Let me show you here. Let me get this worthless paper fiat currency out of the way. Let me get my dong out of the way here. So, I'm trying to find a few pieces here. This is a Scottsdale silver piece. I just really love their silver. This 20-ounce bar here is Scottsdale silver. So people ask how much silver is here on this set. Over 1,000 ounces, I think. That's a 100-ounce bar. That's a 100-ounce bar. That's a 20-ounce. This is a 20-ounce. So just right here is 240 ounces, just right here. But I do love Scottsdale silver. Do you guys like it? I like it a lot. A lot. Let's go. Jake bought the dip. Awesome. Get that dong out of here, says Rudy. Guys, we are in a BGC, Big Green Candle, 90.74, pushing higher on silver. And we are just 23 minutes away from the stock market opening. What's going to happen? 49 likes to 900. Please keep smashing it. I know we could get there. And ladies and gentlemen, we're only 72 subscribers away from the next big show. Some say if you haven't seen a big show, you haven't lived. Silver is saying, when are you expecting a pullback? I might wait to buy until then. I'm going to say what I always say. Are there going to be more pullbacks? Yes. Can I tell you when exactly that will be? No. Is it going to be at 100 to 70? Is it going to be from 140 to 115? I don't know. It's not a financial advisor, just some dude on the internet with crabs. The best way to stack and add is called dollar cost averaging. That wins the race. If you've got a set budget every week or 2 weeks or once a month or once a quarter, you just buy it. Buy it over that time. If there's a dip, buy harder into that dip. Again, not a financial advisor, just some dude on the internet with crabs. But that way wins the race. Trying to predict the top and bottom never works. Anyone that tells you they could do it is a liar. The Floyd Lawton says, I bought some gold almost a month ago and it hasn't arrived yet. Well, at least you bought it. At least it's coming. Brian McQuillan said, I won 3 silver quarters, 240%, 2 war nickels on mobile coin stream you sent us to for the crab raid. Guys, crab raids pay. I've had multiple crustaceans win silver and gold. Well, yeah, goldbacks. on crab raids. If you've won silver from a crab raid, put crab raid winner in chat. So crab wit raids do pay. Pakistan Zinda says that they added, and they're saying $97 incoming next. Oh, Noah's saying, I was asking last night if you could explain how filling gaps works. I'm new. So yeah, we do have a gap. The things we don't like to speak about. So the rule in technical analysis is all gaps must be filled. In reality, it starts happening probably about 95% of the time. Wouldn't you say so, Miami? Probably 90% of the time gaps get filled. Now, what is a gap? So when there's volatility in the market, things are moving crazy. There could be a big piece of news. It could just be a lot of pent up pressure. But what happens is you'll get a gap in the market. So this a gap originally was to here. So you see how these different bars, these candles are all connected, all near each other? Green is bullish, that's long, that's pressure going up. Red is bearish, that's short positions, that's going, the market's going down. So they got to be kind of next to each other like this when they're not uniform. And thank you so much to Fast Five Frog for becoming a channel member. I'll see you in the war room. I'm planning to do another war room this week, guys. I did one last night and did some giveaways for the channel members, so I hope you guys enjoyed that. But they've got to be connected. And when you have extreme volatility, you'll get a gap like this. And in technical analysis, the rule is all gaps must be filled. So originally it was from here to here. But what happened? Let's see. As the market moved, we had this first one here. This wick closed part of it, filled part of the gap. And then this wick here came down and filled the gap. So now we just got this little baby gap here. Not the clothing store, but it is a baby gap. So that is what a gap is. That's how it forms. So eventually, unless we just go totally ham and don't fill it, eventually we should expect to see to move lower, fill that gap, build base, and hopefully move higher. But I'm so bullish on silver, guys, because none of the fundamentals have changed. None. Zero. Zip. Zilch. I bought a 925 tankard from 1880 at the weekend. 31 ounces in weight. I paid £3 for it. Wow, T-Case. Great job. Wow. I need to get a silver tankard. That is amazing. Guys, here's what a tankard is. When I was in Ireland, I picked some up. Unfortunately, this is not silver, it's pewter. But at all the pubs in the UK, the people would have their tankard, and it would stay in the pub just hanging. And when you go there, you grab it and drink. And look at this one. There you go. This is from what does that say? 1906. I'm trying to get it to focus here. Come on. Oh, man. 1906. There you go. So there you go. This is a tanker. You can see through the bottom. I would love to get a silver one. That is epic. That one's pewter I just showed you. On Monday, I sold 75% of my AG TSX to reduce my cartel exposure. I bought more PSLV instead. Nice rock. Nice rock hard. Thank you so much. I didn't understand the concept at all, to be honest. I also love that you generally answer questions. Unlike half the YouTubers on the platform. I try my best. No, I get a lot. I miss a lot, but I try. America First saying picked up probably 200 ounces the past 2 weeks and ventured into some mining stocks as well for the first time. Awesome, America First. I don't know why, but I can't see the wicks. Jonathan, so let me show you. This is the candle. And just these little nubbins that come out of either side. Kind of looks like a spinal cord if the baby gator took a bite out of that red candle. So just these little nubbins that hang, the little phalanges, those are the wicks. Wick, and then that's the candle. I hope that helps. All gaps shall be filled, says Miami. Okay, we're moving on red candle right now on gold, 5,187. Silver's moving higher on a green candle, 90.76. Shanghai's on a green candle, 103.11. And ladies and gentlemen, we are just 17 minutes away from the stock market opening. What's going to happen? I thought the head of the AG was not complying with the cartel. Someone said. Don't drink from that. Probably lots of lead. Take 10 LCS. No, I'm not drinking from it. It's pewter. It's not silver. I wish it was silver. It's pewter. I don't drink from it at all. It's just sitting on it's a decoration, really. It's pretty cool, though. Yeah, I had done research on it and saw there was a lead potential. Oh, is this a trend? This young lady now has the unique distinction of being the first person in 250 years to clock it during the State of the Union. Is that a trend, or is she a crustacean? Is that a crustacean signal? I don't know. Guys, what's the clock it? Is that some TikTok trend? Chinese gold reserves surged 15.7% month over month in January to a record 369.6 billion. Wow. Okay. Wall Street Bull says while Comex paper traders are still playing games, the physical market in China is speaking the truth. It hit 104 last night. Yeah, 104.28 last night. I think clock it is some sort of TikTok trend, probably. Phalanges, you must have taken some anatomy. Guys, my day job was, before I went full-time YouTube, work in emergency management work around the world. But back in the day, I was on an ambulance. I was an EMT back in the day. So that's how I know the word phalanges. Okay. Peter Schiff, the gain in the stock market is inflation, not real value. Totally true, guys. Look at this. Look at this. Are you ready to throw up in your mouth a little bit? I really wish somebody would update this chart. It's my favorite one because it shows the dollar. Look, we're good. And then the Federal Reserve is created. Fell off a cliff. This is the value of the dollar. Now in 2026, it's worth less than 1% of what it used to be worth. So when people tell you things are so expensive now, in my days, things were so cheap. They weren't. It's called inflation. So let me break this down for you. 50 cents. I'm running the numbers right now. 50 cents from before 1965. So 1964 and before, that would have been 90% silver. 2 silver quarters or 5 silver dimes is worth $32.84. So one silver quarter is $16.42. So when your grandfather, dad, uncle, mother, grandmother, great-grandmother says, for a silver quarter, I used to be able to go get a hamburger and watch a movie. Well, that's worth $16.42 of today. Put that in your back pocket. So it's been just utterly destroyed through the hidden tax of inflation. And the U.S. Federal Reserve, guess what? They're not federal and they're not a reserve. Literally on their website, their goal is 2% inflation a year. And they've changed the way they've measured inflation multiple times over the past 30 years. Totally disgusting. Is champagne on deck, says Kevin? No. Guys, I got to spray the throat spray. Hold up. Wow, I've been streaming a lot lately. Mrs. IS got me this. Not sponsorship. This is not a product placement. For dry and hoarse voice, the entertainer's secret. Here are the ingredients, because I know you're going to ask. There is no colloidal silver in there. So we're trying this out. We've been going for an hour and a half strong, guys, and just 14 minutes away until the U.S. stock market opens. Do you want me to keep going? And Solomon chat saying Andrew Jackson tried to warn us about the Federal Reserve. And slang clock it means to notice, recognize, or call out something hidden or unspoken. Like a secret motive, subtle. Okay, that's an official definition, but I feel like clock it might be a TikTok trend. Hold on, let me check TikTok. Let me look. Let me see what the kids are doing. Clock it. Oh, here we go. Hold up. Hold up. Okay. When you go like this, when you go like this, it means you're recognizing something that's amazing, clocking it. This means something else. Okay, hold up. Yeah, guys, look, on TikTok, there's all kinds of like, it's a thing. It's a trend, clocking it. It's a trend, guys. So clocking it is a trend. Whoa. We just figured it out. Interesting. Okay. Interesting. Whoa! Ladies and gentlemen, Master Stacker's in the chat. Master Stacker, our channel new mysticist, is here saying, keep going. Master Stacker's in the airport lounge this morning and needs continued entertainment. Master Stacker is in chat, ladies and gentlemen. If you've got questions, make sure you say hi. Woo! Someone in chat saying, IS, who is Miami MST3K? It's just a viewer like you. They run their own channel on investing and stuff, and they like to come here and watch and hang out. They're a technical analyst. They like to drop numbers in chat. Them in Pakistan, Zinda. Like to come in and hang out. Okay. Let's go back over here to the breaking news. See what you guys are saying first. International Stacker, if you don't hold it, you don't own it, says Burley. Totally true, guys. Look at this. Oh, I need to read this. Okay, let me open this in a different window. I need to read this after the stream. I meant to do that yesterday. I totally got sidetracked. So let's see. Let's just see the article real quick. No, I'm not paying $70. No, I'm not letting you give me notifications. Investors claim Tampa coin dealers are withholding millions. Investors are sounding the alarm about a Tampa company with ties to an infamous Tampa coin dealer who served time in prison for fraud. Gainesville Coins owners Michael and Joseph Yaffe are facing allegations that they refused to hand over millions of dollars worth of gold and silver that the company has stored for individual clients. Guys, be careful with storing your gold and silver, unless it's like a big major vaulted company insured, it's a part of your IRA or something, I get it. Or you're trying to skirt stuff in the UK and you've got it offshore, I get it. But otherwise, be careful with coin shops that want to hold your gold and silver for you. Be careful, do your due diligence, because a lot of times you go there and it ain't there anymore. Allegedly. I'll tag it allegedly on there so I don't get sued for defamation. International Stacker, Lone Ranger, Hi-Ho Silver away. JT777 saying, let's take silver back to all-time highs and beyond. Who's with them? Okay, let's go back here to the news. Okay. Dude, I love, look at these gold squares. I love that. Woo. Ladies and gentlemen, we are just 7 minutes away from the stock market opening. Okay, we're going to take a wager here. I did not want that. I wanted that. Are you team green or are you team red? Are we going higher or are we going lower when the stock market opens here? What do you guys think? Team green, team red. What do you think? And Master Stacker in chat was talking about going with me on the trip to Australia. What do you guys think? He's done live streams with me in the past. We've made videos in the past. Very knowledgeable numismatist. Some would say one of the best in the universe. Would you guys like him to go on the trip with me to Australia? What do you think? There'd be some fun live streams. So clocking it as a form of silent applause. I think so, Whack Cake. Saying, yeah, this is good. Yeah, I think so. A little baby clap. Really? Really, if you imagine it, that would probably be a way crustaceans would clap. You know, maybe they put their two pinchers together like this. And so it's kind of a crustacean move if you really think about it. Looks like Ray Dalio has an AI channel spoofing his image. Dalio Mindset. Yeah. Guys, there's a bunch of AI channels out there faking to be people. So if you see videos of people you like, just take it with a grain of salt, and you have to do your due diligence, especially if it's something crazy. Remember, AI channels will go for max engagement, and they are proliferating. Say that word 3 times. They're proliferating like crazy. Close that. We'll close that. We'll close that. What do you guys think? Let me take a poll right now. Do you think the military buildup over here in the Middle East is just for show, max pressure to get a deal done? Art of the deal? Or do you think there's a military action imminent? We have a carrier strike group here. We have a carrier strike group here. Strait of Hormuz here. Remember, 30% of the world's oil goes through there. It's a big deal. What do you guys think? What's the oldest coin or bar I show? Can you? Yeah, I can show it. Bang! Whoops. Bang! Just happened to have it under the coin scope here. Let me boost that light a little. These are some Roman silver denarius. These are probably the oldest I have. Depending on which one, I think these are mostly like early, like not BC 80, maybe 100 AD, stuff like that. I'd have to look up the details on them. 78 AD maybe. And then this is a Japanese silver bar, Japanese gold bars. The gold and silver mix, those are called, what's the word I'm looking for? Electrum. I just so happen to have them right there under the coin scope. Look at that. Have a Tim Tim Slam in Australia. You will not be disappointed. Have a Tim Tam Slam. Okay. Oh, guys, I didn't see you guys respond. Did you want Master Stacker to go? I missed the answer to that. I got distracted. Master Stacker, did they say yes? I missed it. Ladies and gentlemen, 4 minutes. Actually, 3 minutes and 45 seconds till the market open here. Are you team green or team red? Let me know. Let me know. Chris is saying you don't put all that hardware together just to turn around and leave. I mean, you could. If you think about it, it could be a good negotiation tactic because a lot of people think like that. Oh, man, we better make a deal. And also, too, it's the largest military exercise in history if it ends up being nothing. Max says max pressure. He doesn't think it'll actually be a thing. Master Stacker will be the big spoon. No! Master Stacker will not. We don't share a room, guys. We get separate rooms. He will not be the big spoon. Oh, my gosh. You guys are funny. Guys, we are at 65,136 subscribers. Thank you so much. That means we're only, what is that? 74. No. 64 subscribers away from the next big show. Some say if you haven't seen a big show, you haven't lived. I do videos around the world on gold and silver adventures, and it wasn't that long ago that I was on the Great Nile River and we got attacked by pirates.
Okay, this boat is coming like really close to us. Guys, it's gonna hit the boat. Oh, this is not good. Guys, it's a freaking pirate. Oh my gosh, what's happening? All right, guys, look for art. Does anyone see an RPG in there? Oh, he's selling things.
It was an industrious salesman. And guys, I'm working on some new material. I'm working on a scene from the hot air balloon. I did a live stream from a hot air balloon in Egypt. So I'm working on that one too. That video's coming for a little scene. Master Stacker most certainly wants to go. Only spoons I want are sterling silver. Laugh out. That's funny, Master Stacker. Okay, let's see here. 2-minute warning. 2-minute warning till the U.S. stock market opens here. What's going to happen? Are you team green, team red? Let me know. Are you team green or team red? Which way are we going? 1,800 people on the stream. Thank you so much, guys. We're 53 likes away from 1,000. Can we do it? Smash the like button. Let's get to 1,000. And I did want to say a big, quick thank you. We're 1 minute away from the market opening. Thank you so much to all the new channel members, to Cheryl for becoming Diamond Claws, Stupid and Bracken for donating those memberships. Sean, thank you for being a long-term member. Antique, thank you for joining the Shell Brigade. Silver Short Hair Stacker and Fast Frog, thank you for becoming Crab Cadets. Thank you to all the super chats from Sean, Midnight. Thank you so much, guys. Anytime you become a channel member, anytime you super chat, anytime you give memberships, it helps the channel immensely, helps me do what I do. Travel the world with all of y'all and give back. Over 100 ounces in 2025, over 26 ounces in 2026 from my channel to your pockets. You got some of my treasure, and you can support the channel without spending a single dime. All you got to do is hit that like button, subscribe, turn on those notifications, and we're only 20 likes away from 1,000. I know we could do it here. Okay, we have 20 seconds. I'm upgrading this to a danger zone alert. Danger zone alert. We're going to count it down from 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The market is open on a green candle, but let's see. These are 5-minute candles. Let's see what actually happens here. Just give it a second to marinate. Give it a second here to marinate. Let's see what happens here. It's on a red candle, then it's a green, then it's a red. Guys, do we need a baby gator? What do you think? What do you guys think? Do we need a baby gator? I think so.
Okay, I'm going to try to do the baby gator noise. Here we go. How do you do the baby gator noise? Yeah. I don't know. Whoa! Whoa! What was that? It was a giant lizard just jumped. That thing was massive. I thought I actually summoned an alligator for a second there.
It was massive. Gave me the adrenaline rush of the century. Okay. And guys, you know what's funny? Look at all this red. Silver's collapsing. It's crashing. Oh my gosh, what's happening? We're literally up 3.5% on the day. The trading session that started last night, we're up 3.5% on silver. Gold, we're up 0.62%, so over 0.5%. Shanghai Futures Exchange is trending back up, 103.58. Let's see how high we go before it shuts down. Okay, this is a BRC, a big red candle. We need that baby gator to bite immediately. Okay, it did take a bite out of it. Look at that spinal column hanging there. Some scientists say 90% of the time, every time the baby gator can turn a red candle green or a green candle to a BGC, big green candle. It's science. And guys, we broke 1,000 likes. Thank you so much. 1,800 people on the stream. Keep smashing it. And we are at, what is that? 62 more subscribers till the next big show. And guys, at 100,000 subscribers, and AI is telling me, YouTube has an AI for creators now. It's telling me we are going to break 100,000 subscribers in the next month or two. That's the trajectory. So I'm going to do a massive giveaway when that happens at 100,000 subscribers. So all you got to do is subscribe, turn on those notifications. And ladies and gentlemen, the big red candle is now green. The baby gator jumped out and took a big bite out of it. It's science. As we got 2.5 minutes left on this candle, are you team green, team red? What is it going to be? Let me know in chat right now, as the baby gator did what some said may be impossible, taking a bite out of that candle, and it is now looking like it might turn into a BGC, a big green candle. Let's see what happens here. Okay, the Dow Jones is up 167 points. NASDAQ's up 172. S&P's up 34. Bitcoin's at 66,000. Interesting. Woo! Big green candle it is, ladies and gentlemen. It's science. Okay, let's see what happens here. We could possibly have a run for our next target, which is 91.12. Let's see what we can do here. Let's stay focused. Okay, we'll go here. We'll go there. So this is a good post. Look at this from Bullion Star. Counterparty risk is the hidden cost of paper positions your broker can fill Clearinghouses can freeze. Margin requirements can spike overnight. Someone else always stands between you and your gold and silver. Physical metal eliminates all of that. You own it. You can control it. Nobody can liquidate it against you. So true, and why if you don't hold it, you don't own it. Now, guys, I definitely have some paper silver and mining stocks and stuff. You know that. But I'm a big advocate of getting a physical stack first. A physical stack first. Again, not a financial advisor, just some dude on the internet, but this stuff that you can actually hold in your hand. This stuff has zero counterparty risk. Silver could go to 0 tomorrow. It's still 100 ounces. It could go to 10 trillion tomorrow. It's still 100 ounces. This can't be liquidated. This can't go out of business. This can't be margin called as long as you hold it in your hands. And that is so, so, so important. Okay. And my stream music is broken again. Man, Slipstream is having some issues this morning. So I got royalty-free music service, and it is dead. Well, that's the end of the music for this. No more music, guys. No more music. Do I just sing music? Do I hum it for you? Okay, the red candle is back, but the baby gator chomped it. Look at that. Look at the wick action on that candle. It was a swing from 98.80 or 90.80, excuse me, to 97. $90.07 to 90.80, and we're on a green candle right here going up. I have absolutely no music in my ears. This seems so strange. I want music. Man, Slipstream is crashed. Thank you so much for becoming a crustacean commander, Sir Coles. It's quiet, too quiet, says Bad Monkey. Guys, this is what the stream is like without music. Do you like it? Do you hate it? We got volume picking up majorly since the stock market opened. Look at that. Okay, we've got some big red candles forming here, guys. The bankers are angry. The bankers are definitely angry. Need music. I know, the music is dead. Gosh, what in the world is going on with this Slipstream? Trying to fix it. Hold up. Let's see here. There we go. It's back. Hold up. It is back. We're back. Okay. There we go. Music is fixed. You wouldn't be streaming on YouTube if something didn't break. That's the rule. And ladies and gentlemen, this is a BRC, if I've ever seen, a big red candle. Crashed it below 90. Down to 89.77, still up 2.97% on the day. But what's going to happen? And the best question is, are you going to take it? Okay, here's the situation. I got to refill my cup of coffee. It will take me approximately 18 seconds to do it. I'm going to Raptor run. I need somebody to get out a timer. I'm going to be back in exactly 18 seconds. I'm getting more at Mrs. International Stacker Coffee. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. I'll be right back. I'm back. What's my time? Whoa, and thank you so much to XRP Jen. Thank you. Just gifted 5 International Stacker memberships. Those went to Blop Jones, AR Silver Stacker, Maddie Cooper, you noob, and Red Fiery, congratulations. You just got International Stacker memberships. Check out your new custom channel member emojis. And I do custom channel member only live streams here in the War Room on YouTube. And what happens in the War Room stays in the War Room. Clothing is not optional. I did one last night. We did a giveaway last night. We did a giveaway on the channel last night. I've given away over 100 ounces of silver 2025. We're up to 29 ounces now in 2026. All you got to do is subscribe, turn on those notifications, and join the party. Oh, XRP Gen is the Forex education channel admin. Thank you so much, XRP Gen. Really appreciate it. Thank you. Appreciate the support, Miami. Thank you. Okay, let's go here to the news. I want to update you guys on the breaking news I broke this morning, because I realize a bunch of you probably were not here at the beginning of the stream. So let me give you a few updates. So the first one was this: breaking, Comex just rolled another 14,000 contracts forward. Thank you, XRP Gen. March expiry clock is ticking. Only days left. May 2026 already exploding over 70,000 contracts. That's 350 million ounces that will be needed then. Outstanding still over 114 million ounces that are going to be needed for closing, for settlement in just a day or two. Registered vaults are down to 88 million. So look at this. So that equals, what was that? 114 million. 22,966 is 114 million ounces that have to settle in the next couple of days. And the Comex only has 88 million left in the vaults, but they rolled 14,000. That's a big movement. But look at this, May. They're setting up, they're kicking the can hard to May, but is that going to be the new apocalypse in May? I don't know. And then this was the other big piece of news this morning. Breaking, Shanghai Futures Exchange drops the hammer again, just back after the holiday, and the Shanghai Futures Exchange already suspends 2 more groups of accounts for Article 16 violations. What is Article 16? I don't know, but it has to do with abnormal trading and manipulation. February total now, 25 groups suspended by China. Imagine if the Comex actually did their job. Here's the announcement in Mandarin if anyone wants to read that. But big shout out again to Just Daros. Those are the 2 big pieces of news this morning. I put out a bunch of other information that I think is valuable to you. But if you've taken nothing else from the news this morning, those are the big ones. Pat Dolan saying, this morning someone said Andrew Jackson warned us about the Federal Reserve, but that's not true. He warned us of a Federal Reserve system, as there was no Federal Reserve until 1913. Was the only president to pay off the national debt. Well, thank you for that clarification, Pat Dolan. Really appreciate that. And that is so cool. And Spike Mikey, member for over 2 months, is saying we need a baby gator call on repeat. Well, let's try it. Let's see.
Okay, I'm going to try to do the baby gator noise. Here we go. Take the camo, guys. Okay, I'm going to try to do the baby gator noise.
Here we go.
Take the camo, guys. Okay, I'm going to try to do the baby gator noise. Here we go.
Was that good? Was that what you wanted? Let's see if that works. That was a triplet. A baby gator triple. Let's see if that works. Go back here. So thank you for that clarification, Pat. Whoa! From empty lawn to crab pond paradise. So cool. Guys, should I do this? Look at this. Master Stacker, we're going to have to get you to get over here with the shovel and help me out on this one. Look at this. Whoa. That is pretty dang cool. Thank you, Curto. We're going to have to do that, I think. With all the young kids saying 6'7", I thought they were just shouting me out since I was born in 67. 6'7", you got to put your hands up when you say it. That's funny. All these kids. Okay. Look at this. U.S. banks currently facing unrealized losses of $306 billion. Let's go to the repo market. Let's see. This is the emergency market from the Federal Reserve. This was made in 2008 after the GFC, Great Financial Crisis. You could see banks taking emergency liquidity. Last time it happened, I covered it, was on February 17th. So we'll keep an eye on this the next few days. But we're also going to look at the Fred overnight purchase agreement chart. Let's see what this is showing. Yep, nothing new. The last one, again, we reported was the 17th for 18.5 billion. So we're going to keep an eye on that. And guys, we got a green candle coming up. Some say it could be a BGC. Let's keep watching here. Just like that. The triple baby gator may have worked, guys. It's science. And Miami's saying daily gap closed. Time to take off. Well, let's see here. I didn't see a gap. I mean, this gap happened last night, but that got filled. Where was the gap at, Zinda? Or that was Miami. I did not see the daily gap. Where was it at? Let me know. Thank you, Arthur, for subscribing. Guys, we are getting dangerously close to a big show. Some say if you haven't seen a big show, you haven't lived. Just 53 more subscribers till the next one. So make sure you subscribe, smash the like button. We're literally only 12 likes away from 1,100. And the next 12 people to hit like are going to get good luck for the next 3 months. It's science. In particular, you're going to check a Coinstar and you're going to find a coin in there. Who's going to get it? Who's going to claim the good luck? That's the question. Okay, guys, we got a BGC forming here. Silver's reaction is usually 2 to 3 times the movement of gold. Why is it currently way above like 40? Because of manipulation. Let's go. They're trying to smash it down, but the demand is saying we're not going to take it. So silver right now, the Shanghai Futures Exchange is at 103.21. Kind of crab walking, really. Gold had a mega smackdown as well. Look at that. But a green BGC there as well. We're pushing back on silver, $90.12. So we're back over 90, and gold is 5,174. Yes, yesterday's cap is closed, so this is just a shakeout for a week. Okay, thank you. Thank you for that. And the best part about this channel is we have all kinds of technical analysts that come in that are in the comments, and they'll be pointing out stuff that I can't cover, I can't see. I'm not an octopus. I can't do 33 things at once. We got people that drop in breaking news. So this is a great clearinghouse for information. To help us have all the information we need. Okay, this is going to be funny. Breaking. Watch this. Breaking. The banks are breaking. End of message. I feel like that was a funny one. Breaking. The banks are breaking. End of message. That's funny. Boop. Okay. Okay, guys, we're turning back up on silver. Another green candle. 90.35. Are we about to shoot the moon again here? Let's see what happens. Let me check the stock market. Hold up. Why am I not seeing? Yeah, that's right. Okay, so that is right. Sorry, I was just checking because I felt like it wasn't moving on my phone. That's how I check the stock market live. So the Dow Jones is up 187.40. NASDAQ is up 205. S&P's up 39. Let's check the DXY, which is the US dollar. Traditionally, positive movement on the dollar up is bearish for gold and silver, and negative is bullish. And look at this. It was moving up, but look at this trend we got forming here, this nice little trough action. US dollar is trending down as the stock market's increasing, gold and silver is increasing. What is going on? Did a negative report come out, guys? What am I missing? I think a negative report. What report was supposed to come out today? Or is it the 27th? Was there like PCE data or something coming out today? Someone help me out here. I think I'm missing something. I think I spent too much time trying to fix the music this morning and missed some news. What is supposed to happen today? Oh, I think there was a report coming out. What was that? I don't think the State of the Union would cause that. NVIDIA earnings call today. That's important. That could move the market. Thank you so much, Vivek, for subscribing. And guys, we are 49 subscribers away from the next big show. Who wants to see a big show? This is kind of a DTB, but not quite. This is like a mega DTB. Look at that. Those bars are thick. Silver's at $90.47. Going up on a green candle. Gold is at 5,178.28 on a green candle. Shanghai Futures Exchange is on a green candle as well, 103.37. I feel like there's some sort of report that's coming out today. Hold up. What economic reports come out this week? Let's just see. Let's see what this new Google AI tells us. I feel like there's something. I'm missing something. Wow, this is thinking for a long time. It's usually much quicker than that. Okay. Monday, durable goods orders. We had Chicago Fed. We had Dallas Fed manufacturing. Tuesday, Conference Board of Consumer Confidence. Wednesday, that's today. EIA petroleum status report. So nothing else. This is what I was thinking about. Friday's the PPI. That's what I was thinking about. Okay. Huh. So what is moving the DXY, guys? How are your miners faring? Let's check. Let's check my mining portfolio live here. On the day, I'm up 0.96%. It's almost 1%. It's not bad. We'll keep watching that throughout the day. Huge planetary alignment happening in a couple days if you believe in astrological powers affecting the markets. Whoa, Amina. Oh, aliens. Please Google image of the Beaner cycle. Binner cycle. Ugh. Binner cycle? I don't know. Look what happened during the lows and highs of the price during 1970, 20, now 2026. Okay, let's look at the Binner cycle. Binner cycle. This can be dangerous to search things, guys, that people tell you to randomly, but I do trust Miami, so we're okay. The Binner cycle is a 150-year-old forecasting model developed by former Samuel Binner in 1875, predicting economic booms and busts and panics using a reoccurring 18, 20, 16-year cycle. It identifies good times, hard times, and panic years. Okay, so let's see if we get a clear chart of it. I mean, I guess... Okay, let's try this one. Okay. Periods when to make money. This is the Binner cycle. Years in which pennies have... Oh, panics. Panics have occurred and will occur again. Okay. So 24 to 27. Here. 30. Okay. So this is the panic up here. Okay. Years of good times. High prices and time to sell stocks and values of all kinds. Okay. So that's B in the middle here. 2026, we're on a B. C is years of hard times, low prices, and good times to buy stocks, corner lots, goods, etc. Okay, so according to this, 2026, which is where we're at right now, we're on the B. Years of good times, high prices, and time to sell stocks and values of all kinds. Huh, interesting. Interesting. And silver's pushing higher on another green candle, $90.43. Gold's pushing on a green candle as well, 5,185. Looks like it's headed for 52. We might imminently be hitting our next targets here on gold and silver. Shanghai Futures Exchange taking a little bit of a dump to 104.60. Flush that toilet, Shanghai. Okay. Yeah, I'm not selling either. I got diamond hands, diamond claws. Thank you to all the diamond claw members on the chat, on the channel. Really appreciate y'all. I appreciate all the channel members. Thank you so much. Who in chat, who on the channel, who right now on the live stream has diamond claws? Who's got it? Let me know. Diamond claws. Who's got them? Do you guys like that new diamond claw animation? I was holding up signs before, but it was just so much having to print them. So I made that that scene. Do you guys like that diamond claw, diamond crab crawling scene better? Let me know. Thank you so much, Joanna, for the super chat and for being a channel member. I wanted to donate to the last giveaway I missed. I want to donate 1 ounce of silver and 1 ounce of copper. Every gall you have. Let's blow your channel up. Thank you so much, Johnina. My P.O. box is in the description below. If you want to send something for me to give away, I shall. You just let me know. Or you could email me, internationalstacker@gmail.com. Let's check the DXY again. Oh, yeah, DXY is dumping hard. Look at that. Pat JMD saying, it's science. I looked up International Stacker Silver. Wait, International Silver Stacker Encyclopedia. Is that actually something? Let's see what pops up if I type that in. Let's see. Let's see. International Stacker is a prominent YouTube and content creator focused on gold and silver bullion, connecting, traveling globally to secure precious metals. He shares insights on market trends, spot prices, and tips for buying and identifying counterfeit coins while offering, in his words, wealth building advice. Keys about it, YouTube channel. He runs a YouTube channel over 65,000 featuring unboxing, coins, videos, travel vlogs. Background, he identifies as an emergency management contractor and shares disaster preparedness tips. He sells branded merchandise, including hats and apparel for his community, also referred to as the Crustacean Nation. Guys, AI's on to us. AI is on to us as we push higher on silver, 90.47. And we push higher on gold, 5,187.42. Don't believe everything you read on the internet, IS. Thank you, Jesse J Studios. That's funny. Whew. Okay, guys. I got to make you some more content. I can't stream all day. I got to make you guys some more content here. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go here. And we're going to see who's live with gold and silver. Okay, we did IDA yesterday. Silver Hair Stacker's live. Do you guys want to do Silver Hair Stacker? The point of a crab raid, guys, is we go to a channel. Oh, International Stacker's live. We go to a channel. We flood the chat with crabs. We smash the like, up to you if you want to subscribe, but we smash the like button. But it's meant to help out smaller creators. So I'm thinking maybe we do a crab raid of Silver Hair. So let's do this. Let me get his link here. And I'm going to feed it into the system so you'll automatically be transferred there at the end of this stream. And let me add him as a redirect. Cool. Okay, guys. You should be taken automatically. If not, I'm going to be putting the link in chat. Thank you so much. If you just got here, watch the video back. At the very beginning of the stream, I give you guys the breaking news and watch out situations for the day. Thank you so much. I will be live again later today at market close, most likely, and I'll most likely do a war room. I'll let you guys know. I'll let you guys know for sure. But for sure, I will be live in the morning at 7:45 a.m. Eastern Standard Time at market open tomorrow. Channel members, help me out. Thank you so much, everybody. And I guess I'll say CYOTNO. Catch you on the next one. Thank you so much. We're going to go crab raid right now.
Find silver. International.
Here we go. Comes the crab raid.